a little bit. C still has a better tank position. Mind has more vultures out in the field, though, so we're going to see manage to take advantage of that. Does have those mines going for him, but he's still going to have to take full advantage of that. Still don't think any player at this point has any sort of weapons advantage over the other. But I'm not. I think C might have had a slightly earlier army. I'm not altogether too sure. But if one player gets that 1-0 advantage, even for a very short period of time, it could be a good chance to push in, because then your tank, the opponent of the tank who has an initial weapons one takes down the opposite tank in one less hit. So that's a very good position to be in. C slowly just pushing in a nice kind of wedge preparation, kind of sticking in from the south, moving some tanks in slower. So getting some nice shots off on Mind's tanks, just thanks to that barracks sitting there. Mind can do absolutely nothing to prevent that, just forced to retreat. Has still those vultures down the middle, but he's not really managed to do anything with those. C has a couple of tanks preventing his own ramp, putting down his engineering bay at his 12 o'clock base. Now his 3 bases on Mind's too, penetrating, getting across that bridge with tanks only. Huge number of tanks. Mind desperately trying to fight back. C also using scans at this point, just so he can continue pushing forward. A lot of tanks at the front, nothing to support them. C been producing nothing but tanks at the moment. He knows that if he doesn't get surprised, he has enough tanks to split them up beautifully. So if he just pushes this in, he's gonna be able to do this. At the very least, Mind at the very least is gonna be able to get some counterattacks going. Vulture attack at the 12 o'clock position, but I don't think they're really gonna be able to clean up or take that in the command centers. The SCVs even fighting back. Mind gonna be forced to pull several SCVs off the line to take some shots, but still has only a couple of tanks left, and you can tell by the look on his face he's not happy with the position he's put himself into. C meanwhile has been able to manage to clear up this position at the 12 o'clock position. God, cleared up the trouble there, but still in a dominant position. Mind has gotten his own 3rd base up, so at the very least he got some economic damage done at 12 o'clock. But still, those vultures were important. He could have used them in an auxiliary fashion to his own tanks, but he's just contained heavily in. Weapons 1 advantage for C at the moment. So if you wanted to go for full and push, you'd do that now. But I think he's just going to play conservatively. Be careful. C Mind going for that start. I'm not quite sure what the C is going to do. Has that up yet? C got to be very careful. He's going to try to get in close to that 3 o'clock position, but he has to be very careful. Micros against these mines. One mine could spell doom for him. Just one bad move. Oh god, there are going to be a lot of mines. Oh, more mines coming in. Nice micro from C. Oh, nice micro from C. 4 mines cleared. That could have been absolutely disastrous. Beautiful mining there from him. So now Mind's 3 o'clock position in jeopardy as well. His natural expansion fully blockaded. He's going to need a dropship to come in and try to do something to prevent that, but C already has that covered, putting down missile turrets. He has, I think, a couple of missile turrets just outside that natural expansion bridge. C also going to expand at the 9 o'clock position. There is a mine there to prevent that, so we might be forced to waste a scan. Probably going to be forced to waste a scan unless he puts down a turret. More mines being laid out, and C doing overall a good job of microing against these, being very careful to micromanage. Also pulling his SCVs out there to repair his damaged tank. Still reinforcing this the contain at the upper right hand position. Doing a good job. First dropship now. I think, there was a scan, critical scan there for C. I think he actually might have spotted the dropship. Going to be some reinforcements for this 3 o'clock position. But just with one dropship, there's no way for Mind. With one drop, there's no way for Mind whatsoever to try to drop on top. I see Seminole has 2 dropships. Yeah, but Mind would need at least 3 dropships at this point if you wanted to take this back. You would need at least 3 dropships right now to try to drop on top of those forces holding him in inside of his natural expansion. C with absolutely dominant position at this point, adding in factories. His 6th now, I believe. eBay just now coming down for Mind. He's kind of been hitting at the bottom right end, so he's not going to have turrets for a little while yet. We're going to see whether C... Oh, God, I hate saying that. We're going to see whether C goes actually for a full-on push. He does have a superior position, but I fully understand why he doesn't want to jeopardize it, but going for a risky move and then maybe failing. So he's just going to continue hunkering down, continue putting down turrets, being careful, getting his own expansions going, continue getting the economic advantage. I think he might want to start shelling that 3 o'clock position. You might want to start denying a base at the very least. Just keep on with the contain and deny base. He's going to be able to pick off this engineering bay, most likely. He has some Goliaths there to support. Meanwhile, Mind gonna go with a vulture here at the bottom left, where C's picking up yet another expansion. There's a turret there before, but I think the vulture's gonna be able to pick off the turret and then go in there to pick off the SCV as well. See, interestingly enough, I think he got some forces hunker down behind some minerals there, but also comes down with the dropships to save his bottom left. So he's double expanding at a very good time. We're actually at the very least following his 4th base with a very quick 5th one. Mind still only on 3, so C in a very good economic position, very good troop position. and mine overall in a pretty bad position economically as well as troop-wise. He lost a huge number of troops while he was trying to fight back that contain, trying to prevent the contain from happening. And overall, not very good position. C also has some troops at the bottom right hand, preventing any sort of movement. So what he's doing now is absolutely dominating. He's basically playing very carefully, very conservatively, just surrounding and completely controlling any sort of movement of mines. He always knows if mine's going to go somewhere. Mine, meanwhile, has moved out a little bit closer to the middle with 3 drops. You're going to see whether Dreiss can manage to reinforce this. C also has a weapons advantage at the moment, 2/1. Mine's going to have to be really hurry up to try to reinforce these forces because he might be caught in the middle here if he's not overall too careful. C's going to come up with his own dropships. 3 Goliaths, they're ready for him. Also troops on the ground coming in. And Goliaths from the right side, he's going to get a surround on his. He has the superior number. Tanks coming in from the right side as well. He's going to clear this up. No trouble. Mind, meanwhile, in a huge amount of trouble. Really, I love this absolutely dominating play from C. C is not taking any risks because he doesn't have to. He's now going to get mining at that 5th base. And he's not bothering him to go in and preventing or stopping mining at mines bases. He doesn't even bother. He knows that if he continues doing this, this is going to be no chance for mine to do anything. He's going to try maybe breaking out one time, and when that fails, which it will, simply to the huge amount of troops that C has on the ground, when that fails, it's not going to be possible. He's going to try to take his 4th, and I think C is going to be able to prevent it. He has a lot of dropships out there, 6 I believe, so he still might try to pick up a base. C's going to spot that. Attempting to happen, going to try to go for a drop. There are a couple of turrets that as well. Huge number of tanks that come down, so really he's going to be able to clear some of this position right here. C's going to have reinforcements coming in with his own dropships very soon, I feel, though. A lot of tanks that are going to siege up. There goes C's dropship. He's going to go in there and try to clear this number. I don't think there are quite enough Goliaths to support. Only a couple of Goliaths out there. Some more dropships coming in. C's going to drop in fully, get a decent drop in there. I'm not quite sure if he has enough tank numbers, actually. Oh, there you go. Tank numbers coming in from the ground just as he drops in, getting a nice distraction off with that drop as the ground forces coming in and mop this up. Beautiful move here by C. Mine trying to clear himself up a position so he can go and expand near that 4 or 5 o'clock, at the 4 o'clock position, or the 5 o'clock position, but still horrible position for him. C still dominating, still on 5 bases to mine's 3. And yeah, his mine's main at this point is mined out. His natural can't be doing too good. 3 o'clock base, the only fully mining base. Going to try to go for another drop. There's decent tank position out there for C, and I think mine actually canceled that a little bit. Only dropped a little bit, not too much. SCV's coming off the line to take some of the shots, try to engage the tanks in close off. So at the very least, they might active some sort of SCV bombs, take some of the tank shots from the far off, and force the splash to go. But GG, mine GG's. Yeah, there would not be any sort of climactic battle in this one. Just absolute dominating, just a checkmate, nothing else. No huge epic battle, just a clean checkmate and domination by C. So really nice to see him in a winner's match, and really hoping that finally this kid can manage to get himself into a round of 16 and finally manage to get himself into, further into a tournament. Mine already has an MSL title under his number, so, but I'm really rooting for C here just because I know this kid at any given day, at his best, he can probably win a Star League. So we're going to see what happens. GG, guys, for listening. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to move into the winner's match and get myself a damn energy drink. Ah.
이 16강의 9번째 자리의 주인공은 정의인 한상봉 선수가 될 것인지 테란인 연보성 선수가 될 것인지 잠시 후에 승자전 경기를 펼쳐 보겠습니다.